Hello everybody and welcome. Here we are in the studio, and what we're doing is just going to carry on with that faceted jar. You remember that I showed you a sample that somebody else had made, and I was using it as a kind of inspiration. Alright, I'm not doing a direct copy of it, but I'm doing something that is related to it or similar with my own impression on it, if you like. Just while we're here, I'll just show you some small little bottle vases that I've been making. A couple of days ago or yesterday, I can't remember, I made these small bottle vases. Now you've seen me make these, of course, before. Nothing new about that. I suggest you all have a go at trying to make bottle vases. They're quite a nice challenging little shape, a bit of a round belly, etc. I just wanted to show you some of the decorations that we've been doing on these. Let's have a look. Well, we'll start with that little one on the end there. All right, now that one is done with the potato peeler. I put a couple of lines in at the top there. Okay, just here. And I've just simply gone around with the peeler, and you know, it gives quite a nice, interesting, faceted, scalloped decoration. I'm quite pleased with that. And we did another one. We did a couple or three even of those. Another one there. I like the way that the potato peeler, if you get it just right, when you cut it, you get a slight sort of shine, because it slightly compresses the surface and it gives it that sort of almost a shininess to it, which I rather like. When you've got it like that, you know you've hit it at the right kind of hardness. Okay. This one, which was like sort of fluted from the bottom upwards, kind of grasses in the wind. This was one that was hit with my meat tenderizer, and again, if you get it just at the right hardness, you can just impress the side and leave that decoration. Where is that fella? Here it is. Oop, even got the price still on it, I think. Yeah, 75 cents from the yard sale. Okay, so that's that. What else have we got? We've got a little fluted number here. All right. Just showing you these because it just gives you ideas. You don't need to copy me, but you can if you want to, because there's nothing wrong with copying. I won't be offended. Again, another one of the meat tenderized bottle vases. We did a few of those, and there's another one. And what's this one over here? This little number. Oh, that's another one. Another one of the same. And then we did this one, which was just simply paddled on four sides. Again, when it was just at that right hardness, so you don't want to hit it. If it's too dry, it'll crack. You don't want it to be too soft either. You want to have it sort of a certain firmness. So that was that one, and then this one, which was like fluted in a slightly sort of spirally kind of way. So you can be creative. Again, this is another one was paddled, and this one has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an 8-sided. That's an octagonal. I got a mark on it there. Bit of clay, and that's it. It's gone. All right. So, and last but not least, we got this little number which has nothing on it. Always good to leave one with nothing on. So I'm in the process right now here of carrying on with that faceted form, lidded faceted form, I should say. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put the camera here on the old tripod, and I'm just going to carry on right now doing that. Perhaps we'll bring the camera a bit closer for a bit of detail of that faceting technique, which is a fascinating technique indeed. So I hope we'll have enough battery life. Now I've begun already by doing one on one side, okay, and I've done one on the other side. You always have to do faceting opposite sides, alright? So now I'm going to turn it at 90 degrees and then just overhang it from the side, off the edge of the banding wheel, off the side of the banding wheel. Okay, that's because when you cut down, you want to go over the edge. Right, so put my glasses on. And when you start doing this faceting, alright, you just got to be brave and stout-hearted. And when you start, don't hesitate. That's fatal, because it's a one cut thing. Okay, so here we go. Cutting, carrying on, follow the form all the way down the edge. There it is. Now you remember when I was making this, I said to you, oh my goodness, I think I may have, you know what, it's just right really. I wouldn't want to have thrown it any thinner, that's for sure. Okay, so now next one. This is the fourth one. You have to hold the pot firmly with your other hand when you're faceting to stop the pot from toppling. Because you have to exert a certain amount of force, and if you don't hold it here, the pot's just going to... Alright, so we've got those 4 flutes. Now we're going to do, now you simply fill in the spaces that are left. Bring that just around a touch here. See if we can get a bit of detail on it here for you, because it's important. I want you to see what's going on. Light is trying to get the light in here exactly as I want it is always a challenge. Right. So I've got to do this one. Do this one here. So you do the 4, you see, first one, then the other, on the other side, opposite. Then you turn it 90 degrees, and then you do 1, and then you do the one on the other side. Okay, and then that leaves you 4 spaces, which you then can do the remaining 4. Okay, so take the cut. Now it's very important that you overhang it at the base. If you don't, you won't be able to successfully complete the cut. Now as I'm cutting down here, you see this side of the wheel, maybe you can't see that, I don't know, but yeah, the side of the wheel box here is preventing my hand from, so pay attention to things like that. I'm going to have to carry on here because I'm in the picture. I don't want to be out of the picture. So okay, this is the final cut. As you do this, clean off the roller here as you go. Okay, so this is the final one. Cut without hesitation. And cut all the way down. See, what you don't want to do is a cut. You only get kind of halfway. Alright, so there we've cut these off. Right, now what we need to do is get right on with the rest of this fella. Now we've got the lid to think about, haven't we? And here's the lid that we threw together in the last session. Now the lid should fit. Yeah, it's actually perfect fit. It's got no slop in it whatsoever. So I've got to, looking again at this sample, I don't want to scrutinize it too much so I become obsessed with actually trying to copy every single little detail, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm using this as an inspirational seed, if you like. So can you see how we're going? Alright, so I'm going to now just put the body of the pot to one side. I just have to be careful because this is actually quite thin here where I have faceted it, how I handle it, so I'm just going to put that there. Right, let's focus in now right on the wheel head there, what I'm doing. Okay. Let's have a look, see how we're going to go about trimming this in a sympathetic way to the body. Okay, so I'm using one of these trim tools. Let's just damp the rim of the gallery there. Okay, face down on there, tap center, press down. Let me just take it up again. It's always a good idea, if you're going to be trimming, as we are going to be trimming the top bit here, just to feel the thickness that you've got before you actually stick it down. I should have done that. Okay, so now we're just going to give it a few taps. I'm going to trim this away now. Okay, it's come off, but we're not daunted, are we? No, we are not. Because we've been practicing our tap centering, and we know that if it comes off, it's no big deal because it's so simple just to put it straight back on again. Now, you see I've just put that in there like that. Basically, a slight change of angle there. Okay, while we've got it actually off the wheel, let's just have a look at it to see how it's shaping up. All right. It's rather coming off, isn't it? Rather more than I'm wanting it to be. It's sort of loosening itself, and that does happen sometimes. Yeah, it's coming off, isn't it? Tell you what, I'm going to take the bat off the wheel altogether, because sometimes it's the plastic of the bat. It just. I'm now trimming directly on the metal of the wheel itself. I have to be careful because the spigots here could take my knuckles, take them off if I'm not careful. So let's just have a, yeah, that seems to be sticking down there. Let's just have a look at that, see where we are. Okay. Just want you to see the nuts and bolts of this a little bit. Now I'm looking at that and I'm thinking we need just a little adjustment here. If I had a criticism of this one here that I had, this sample, and that was it's a little bit thin here on the edge of the lid, and I didn't want that to be quite so thin. So what I want to do is just a little bit more work there on the edge of the edge there. Now the bit in the center here, whereas this one has got like a spiral, which is quite nice in its way. I'm not sure if I'm going to copy that exactly like that. These bits of shavings here making a bit of a noise around the edge of the wheel. Pesky, so it says. Well, that means I'll have to clean out my wheel. Dear, dear. I'm not the most. I don't clean my wheel out more than I need to. I expect there are other full-time professional plumbers that don't need that. It's just you kind of empty it when you have to. All right, now let's just take the body again, put in there, take the top, put him on. All right. Well, I may play around with that a little bit more, but for now what I need to do is go on to finishing the base here, because it's not, I really need to put a bit of an undercut on it here, if I can. This form really calls for an undercut at the base there, you see, like that. Gives it a little bit of a shape, a bit of lift, you see, if you put that undercut around there. Alright, it's a bit squared off the shape, or not square, but kind of, so it's not that easy to do. But so I'm having to sort of move on with this a little bit because time is... I just wanted to show you the nuts and bolts, the mechanics of how we have gone about making that form. Okay, this one is a slightly bigger one. The concept though, the idea, there are differences in the two of them, which you'd expect, but there you can see the two jars side by side, and in fact the one on the right here, this one is narrower in the foot. The one I've done is not so narrow in the foot. So there we are. We have workshops here at Mount Etna. Check my website, simonleachpottery.com. We have in-house workshops here. If you want to come along, go to the website and check out the dates. We've got dates in January 15th and 16th. We've also got in February, I believe it's the 12th and 13th. So if you feel like a bit of practicing, then why don't you join us? You'd be more than welcome. And yeah, keep practicing. See you next time. Bye bye.